Welcome to my channel. HD Rare Coins 111. In this video I tell you about the United States of America Eisenhower $1 which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. The 1971 Eisenhower $1 coin is not just a piece of currency, but a remarkable artifact of American history. If you are a coin collector or someone who has come across this coin, you might be wondering what it's worth. Well, you're in for an exciting discovery. While most people think of coins as something to spend or trade in everyday transactions, some of these coins, especially those from the Eisenhower series, can actually be worth a significant amount of money. First, let's talk a bit about the Eisenhower dollar itself. The coin was introduced in 1971 as a tribute to President Dwight D. Eisenhower, who was known for his leadership during World War II and his presidency during a pivotal time in American history. What makes the 1971 Eisenhower dollar especially interesting is that it was the first dollar coin produced by the U.S. Mint in over 30 years, following the discontinuation of the peace dollar in 1935. This coin's release was not just a nod to the past, but a reflection of the nation's pride in its military and space achievements. The design of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar is instantly recognizable. The obverse side features a detailed portrait of President Eisenhower, designed by Frank Gasparo, while the reverse side displays the insignia of the Apollo 11 mission, showcasing an eagle landing on the moon. This design was a direct tribute to the astronauts who landed on the moon during the Apollo 11 mission, making the coin a dual homage to both a great president and a monumental moment in space exploration history. The inclusion of the Apollo insignia was especially significant, as it celebrated America's achievement in the space race, which was a key achievement of the 1960s. One of the interesting things about the 1971 Eisenhower dollar is that it was struck in two different compositions. The majority of the coins were produced in copper-nickel, which were intended for regular circulation, while a smaller quantity was produced in 40% silver, which was issued as part of proof sets for collectors. The silver versions are much rarer and hold a higher value due to the precious metal content. For a coin that was originally meant for general circulation, the silver version of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar has become highly prized by collectors. But what exactly makes a 1971 Eisenhower dollar valuable? As with any collectible, condition plays a huge role in determining the price of a coin. A coin that has been well preserved, with minimal wear and excellent details, is far more valuable than one that has been circulated and shows signs of age. The grading of the coin is key. Coins are typically graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher grades indicating better condition. Coins graded at MS65 or higher, which is considered near mint or mint condition, will often fetch much higher prices. Beyond the general condition, another key factor that can increase the value of a 1971 Eisenhower dollar is the presence of minting errors. Minting errors happen when a coin is struck incorrectly, resulting in a variety of unusual features. These can include things like off-center strikes, double strikes, or missing details in the design. These errors are rare and can dramatically increase the value of a coin. A 1971 Eisenhower dollar with a minting error can be worth significantly more than its face value, depending on the rarity of the error and its impact on the design. Perhaps the most exciting aspect of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar is its potential to be worth a substantial amount of money, particularly if you find a specimen that is in excellent condition or has a rare minting error. There is a notable example of a 1971 Eisenhower dollar that recently sold for a staggering amount. This coin, which was graded as MS67, is considered one of the finest examples of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar ever discovered. Its flawless surface, sharp design details, and immaculate condition made it highly desirable to collectors and investors alike. When this coin went up for auction, it sold for an impressive price of $95,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $95,000. That's the kind of value that a rare, well-preserved 1971 Eisenhower dollar can command in today's market. This sale proves that even coins that were originally intended for regular circulation can become incredibly valuable when they are in exceptional condition or have unique characteristics. If you happen to come across a 1971 Eisenhower dollar that's in pristine condition or has any unusual features, it could be worth far more than its face value. What's even more exciting is that the 1971 Eisenhower dollar is just one example of a coin from this series that has gained immense value over time. The Eisenhower dollar series as a whole has become an important part of American numismatics, especially for collectors interested in coins that commemorate the space age and U.S. history. The design, the historical significance, and the possibility of finding a rare, high-quality coin have made these dollars highly sought after in the coin collecting community. In conclusion, the 1971 Eisenhower $1 coin is much more than a simple piece of currency. It's a collector's item, a historical artifact, and a potentially valuable investment. While most of the coins from this series are worth a few dollars or less, those in exceptional condition or with rare minting errors can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. One particularly rare 1971 Eisenhower dollar, graded in MS-67 condition, sold for the remarkable sum of $95,000. This highlights just how much hidden value can be found in these coins, and it serves as a reminder that in the world of numismatics, a little knowledge and careful attention can turn a seemingly ordinary coin into a prized treasure. Top 2. The 1972 Eisenhower $1 coin is not just a piece of American currency. It's a collectible treasure that has captured the interest of coin enthusiasts for decades. In fact, you may be surprised to learn that this seemingly simple coin, which was minted to commemorate the achievements of President Dwight D. Eisenhower and the Apollo 11 moon landing, holds a surprising value in the world of numismatics. The 1972 Eisenhower dollar stands as a perfect example of how something that was once created for everyday circulation can become a highly coveted item in the coin collecting world. When the Eisenhower dollar was first introduced in 1971, it marked the return of the dollar coin after a long hiatus. It was the first dollar coin to be produced since the peace dollar was discontinued in 1935. This coin was designed to honor both the 34th President of the United States, Dwight D. Eisenhower, and the Apollo 11 mission, the historic achievement that saw humans land on the moon for the first time. The coin's reverse side features an eagle landing on the moon, which connects it directly to the Apollo 11 mission and its significance in American history. The 1972 Eisenhower dollar was minted in two different versions, a copper nickel-clad version intended for general circulation and a 40% silver version, which was produced in smaller quantities for collectors. The silver version is far rarer and more valuable than its copper-nickel counterpart due to its precious metal content. In fact, many collectors actively seek out the silver coins, as they hold both numismatic and intrinsic value because of the silver they contain. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1972 Eisenhower dollar. While most people might expect a coin from this series to be worth only $1 or $2, there's much more to this coin than meets the eye. One of the key factors that affects the value of any coin is its condition. A coin's grade is determined by how well it has been preserved over the years. Coins that have been well kept, with minimal wear and no significant damage, are considered to be in better condition and are worth more. Coins that are graded as MS-65, mint state, or higher are considered to be in excellent condition and are valued much more highly than those that have been circulated and show signs of wear. In addition to condition, the presence of minting errors can also significantly increase the value of the 1972 Eisenhower dollar. Minting errors are rare occurrences that happen during the coin's production, causing it to deviate from the standard design. These errors can include things like off-center strikes, double dies, or missing details in the design. A coin with a noticeable minting error can be worth many times more than a regular, error-free coin. If you happen to come across a 1972 Eisenhower dollar with a minting error, it could be a valuable find, as collectors are always looking for these rare, unique pieces. But what makes the 1972 Eisenhower dollar even more interesting is the increasing interest from collectors, which has caused the value of these coins to rise over time. With the passing of several decades since the coin's release, fewer and fewer high-quality examples remain in circulation. As the supply of pristine examples decreases, the demand for these coins continues to grow, further driving up their value. Coins that were once seen as ordinary are now considered highly desirable, especially among those who understand the significance of this coin in American history. One of the most exciting examples of a 1972 Eisenhower dollar's value came in an auction where a particularly rare specimen was sold for an eye-popping amount. This coin, which was graded in mint state 67, had been carefully preserved over the years and was considered one of the finest examples of the 1972 Eisenhower dollar ever discovered. Its pristine condition, coupled with its rarity, made it a highly coveted piece among collectors. When the coin went to auction, it fetched an astounding price of $90,000. That's right, $90,000 for a single coin. This sale is a great reminder that there is much more to coin collecting than meets the eye. A coin that was originally created for general circulation, like the 1972 Eisenhower dollar, can increase in value dramatically if it is well preserved or features a rare minting error. The 1972 Eisenhower dollar is a perfect example of how certain coins can hold far more value than their face value suggests. What was once a $1 coin is now a collector's item worth tens of thousands of dollars in some cases. For collectors, investors, or even those who have a 1972 Eisenhower dollar stashed away in their drawers, it's important to recognize the potential value of this coin. Whether it's in perfect condition, has a minting error, or simply benefits from the growing demand for rare coins, the 1972 Eisenhower dollar holds a special place in the world of numismatics. So, if you find a 1972 Eisenhower dollar in your collection, don't overlook it. Take the time to have it professionally graded by a reputable service. Even if it's not in perfect condition, you may still have a valuable coin on your hands. But if you happen to find one in near perfect condition, or better yet, with a minting error, you could be looking at a coin worth far more than you expected. Just like the coin that recently sold for $90,000, your 1972 Eisenhower dollar might just turn out to be worth much more than you ever imagined. Top 3. The 1974 Eisenhower $1 coin is a fascinating piece of American history that has captured the attention of coin collectors and numismatists around the world. Although it may look like a simple coin, this particular dollar is much more than its face value. It represents a significant moment in time when the United States sought to honor its past, while also symbolizing its achievements in space exploration and military leadership. As such, this coin holds a unique place in American numismatic history, and it's worth far more than you might think. The Eisenhower dollar was first minted in 1971 as a tribute to President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, who was instrumental in leading the country during World War II and later during the Cold War. However, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is especially notable not only because it celebrates his legacy but also because it commemorates the U.S. space program. The coin's reverse features the emblem of the Apollo 11 mission, with an eagle landing on the moon. This imagery is a powerful reminder of the United States' success in the space race, particularly the historic first moon landing in 1969, which took place under President Eisenhower's watch. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar comes in two primary versions, the copper-nickel-clad version, which was intended for general circulation, and the much rarer 40% silver version, which was produced for collectors. The silver version of the coin is far more valuable than the copper-nickel version due to its precious metal content. While the clad coins were minted in large quantities and circulated widely, the silver coins were produced in limited numbers and are much harder to find, making them highly sought after by collectors. For most people, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar may seem like just another piece of currency, but in the world of coin collecting, this coin can be worth a significant amount of money, especially if it's in good condition or contains a rare minting error. The value of any coin is largely determined by two factors, condition and rarity. A coin's condition is assessed based on how well it has been preserved over the years. Coins that have been circulated and show signs of wear typically have a lower value, while coins that have been well preserved in mint state or near mint condition can command higher prices. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar, especially in its silver form, is no exception. Coins in excellent condition, those that have sharp details, no visible wear, and minimal, or no tarnishing, are worth significantly more than those that have been heavily circulated. Professional grading services, such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, can help determine a coin's grade. Coins that are graded as MS65 or higher, mint state 65 or better, are considered to be in superb condition and tend to fetch top dollar in the market. But what really elevates the value of the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is the possibility of a minting error. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process, resulting in a coin that deviates from the normal specifications. These errors can take many forms: an off-center strike, a double die, or even missing elements from the coin's design. Errors are incredibly rare, and coins with noticeable minting defects can be worth far more than those without. A 1974 Eisenhower dollar with a significant minting error could be a rare find and could fetch a high price in the right market. Now, let's talk about the market for these coins. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar has become a sought-after item among collectors, especially the silver variety. Its connection to both American history, through the legacy of President Eisenhower, and the triumphs of the space program gives it a special significance beyond its face value. But it's the rarity of the silver version and the high demand from collectors that have driven up the value of this coin in recent years. In fact, it's not unheard of for a particularly well-preserved or rare 1974 Eisenhower dollar to sell for a substantial amount. One such coin, graded in MS67, near perfect condition, recently made headlines when it was sold at auction for the incredible sum of $80,000. Yes, you heard that right, $80,000. This price was achieved because the coin was in pristine condition and represented a rare opportunity for collectors to own a piece of history in such an excellent state. This sale is a testament to how much a coin like the 1974 Eisenhower dollar can be worth when it is in impeccable condition or when it contains unique features like a minting error. While not every 1974 Eisenhower dollar will fetch such a high price, the example of this $80,000 coin shows that there is significant value in these dollars, particularly when they are well preserved and free of wear and tear. For anyone who collects coins, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is a great example of how a seemingly common piece of currency can transform into a highly valuable collector's item. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or someone just starting out in coin collecting, keep an eye out for these coins. If you happen to find a 1974 Eisenhower dollar in good condition, it might be worth having it appraised. And if you happen to find one with a minting error or a particularly rare feature, you could be sitting on a small fortune. In conclusion, the 1974 Eisenhower $1 coin is much more than just a simple dollar. Its historical significance, limited mintage, and the potential for rare minting errors make it a fascinating and valuable coin for collectors. And while many of these coins are worth just a few dollars, one example of a 1974 Eisenhower dollar recently sold for the impressive sum of $80,000. So, the next time you come across one of these coins, you might just be holding something worth far more than its face value. Keep searching, and you could be the next lucky collector to find an Eisenhower dollar worth a small fortune.